So good morning and welcome to Mastermind, Sunday Mastermind. And today we are here to discuss a very important uh, topic which is related to money, right? That is creating wealth, right? जब हम wealth बोलते हैं तो हम सबको बहुत अच्छा लगता है, right? And we feel like, oh yes, this is very, very important, right? So जब हम वेल्थ की बात करते हैं वी ऑल्सो नो दैट इट इज नॉट अ इजी प्रोसेस, राइट? इट इज अ लेंदी प्रोसेस. सबसे पहली बात, रातों रात कोई अमीर नहीं बन जाते हैं. सी देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन वेल्थ एंड बीइंग रिच, राइट? तो बीइंग रिच इज समथिंग लाइक अचानक रातों रात कहीं से कुछ हो गया, यू नो, मे बी यू वन अ लॉटरी, यू वन अ गेम शो, तो आपके पास बहुत सारे पैसे आ गए, राइट? सो दैट इज लाइक गेटिंग रिच. नाउ गेटिंग वेल्दी मीन्स इतना ज्यादा कि आपके बाद भी आपके बहुत सारे जनरेशन्स को कुछ नहीं करना पड़े, राइट? So that is the difference between being rich and being wealthy. So when we say आपके बाद का generations, that means it is a long term process, right? It's not just a short term process. जैसे वो there's a game show, this कौन बनेगा करोड़पति and all. It's not just a matter of couple of hours, couple of days that you go there, you answer all the questions, you win the money and you come back. राइट? ये वैसा नहीं. So it's a very, very long term process which requires is discipline, the number one thing, right? Discipline is very, very important. When we talk about discipline, discipline means there should be discipline in your spending, there should be discipline in your investing, right? And you need to maintain that. It's not a matter of single day. You have to make it a habit. You have to make the discipline a habit. It has to be inculcated in your lifestyle, day-to-day life, right? And then strategic planning. Again, you need to do a proper planning. Proper planning even for spending, even for savings, even for investing, right? And then persistence, right? अभी हम आज इन्वेस्ट करते हैं and then every now and then if I just keep checking the returns, and then if I see that there is no return coming in the next 1 month, and then फिर मैं frustrate होके बोलती हूँ नहीं, this is not a good product, then I pull out money from there, I invest it into something else, and there also I do the thing. So this becomes a habit. We need to stick to it and we need to be persistent, right? This happens mostly in SIPs. When we invest in SIPs, कभी कभी लोग बोलते हैं, when we start investing, people say that yes, I'm okay with 5 years, I'm okay with 10 years. And then उनको प्रॉब्लम कहाँ शुरू होती है पता? 3 महीने बाद फिर बोलते हैं अरे ये तो कुछ रिटर्न नहीं दे रहा है, एक काम करो इसको स्टॉप करो. या मार्केट फॉल हो जाता है, there's a high volatility in the market and the market comes down. Then they say, oh my God, my fund has gone to negative, तो एक काम करो SIP stop कर. That is the mistake we do. When it is SIP, it takes at least minimum of 5 years to be compound your money, to get compound, right? So you have to be there, you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, right? And believe me, creating wealth, we don't have any formula, right? There is no fixed formula. It could be something different for me, it could be something different for you, right? It varies from person to person. But still, there are few common steps or few common points are there, which are very basic, and ऐसे भी नहीं है जो हमें पता नहीं, right? But only thing is, यही होता है बार बार, जैसे हम कहते रहते हैं कि knowing is nothing, but doing is everything. We know everything. Knowledge to bhara pada hai everywhere. But the matter is, how much do we implement, right? So that is why we say that, for creating wealth, discipline is very, very important. Strategic planning and persistence, right? So we are going to discuss one by one all these points. What are the steps? What are the basic steps, actually? How you can create wealth. So the first one is setting clear goals, right? We always talk about goals. Kyun? Because if you are on a journey, you should know the first and the foremost thing is where you want to reach. What is your destination, right? So having a financial goal is very, very important. If you go and ask a student, he or she should know what is their goal, you know, what career they want to make. That should be their goal. So similarly, when we are talking about money, when we are talking about finance, we should have a very clear goal. Like, what should be my retirement planning? What should be my current expenses? How much do I need to save for my dream house or a dream car or a dream vacation, whatever it is? How much I need for my child's education? How much should I plan for my child's marriage? So these are few things, few areas where you need to set your goals, right? Now, when we talk about goals, we all know, right? The goal need to be smart. Now, when we say smart, it has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be attainable, it should be realistic or relevant, and it has to be time bounded. Now, when I say smart, like if today I'm at 40 and I'm planning my retirement at 50 or 55. So I have 15 years of time where I need to build this retirement fund, right? Which will take care of me, of my expenses when I retire, right? So today I need to plan out, I need to allocate some funds which is going to help me in future, which is going to create some kind of income for me when my complete income gets stopped, right? So what is the tenure I need to put is 15 years. So my time bound will be within 15 years, I need to create this kind of wealth. Now, how much? It has to be measurable, right? So today, if my monthly expense is 1 lakh rupee, how much I need after 15 years, right? So I need to calculate that also. Maybe it will come around 2.5, right? So I need to create such kind of corpus which gives me a monthly income of 2.5 lakhs. Then only I can maintain the same kind of lifestyle what I am maintaining today, right? So your goal need to be measurable, right? And then it has to be attainable. Do not take a random figure of, हाँ मुझे retirement करना है. So maybe, I'll go for 15 crores, I'll go for 20 crores, I'll go for 50 crores. No, set a goal which is attainable. For example, if I have to explain it much better, I decide to, I'm in Bombay today, sitting here, I decide to go to maybe Chennai. Okay. But the mode of transport, what I'm taking is cycle. Do you think I'll be able to achieve this goal? No, because that is going to take me much more time. If I'm planning to travel that longer, either I need to take a train or a flight, right? So that needs to be, all your goals need to be very specific, very time bound. Then only you can achieve your goal. आप बोलेंगे कि नहीं मैं यहाँ से चले जाऊं पैदल या by cycle, how much of time, energy you're going to waste? And at one point of time you will give up also, right? So it is very, very important to set a financial goal which is smart. Another benefit of setting goals is, that help you to be motivated, that help you to be focused. आपको पता होगा कि मुझे लेफ्ट एंड राइट नहीं जाना, मुझे ये रास्ता है तो इसी रास्ते पे मुझे जाना है. If I want to go to Chennai, I will only focus on how to reach Chennai, right? I don't have to wonder about, अच्छा मैं दिल्ली जाऊं क्या, मैं पुणे जाऊं क्या. No, my focus is very clear that I want to reach Chennai. That's it. Right? अभी मुझे सिर्फ दिमाग ये लगाना है, how do I reach? What time I am going to take? When am I going to reach there? My focus will be very specific, very determined, right? So similarly, when you set a financial goal, you become very focused, right? And another important is, when you're setting up a goal, it should be both short term as well as long term, right? Now, savings for retirement is my long term goal, है ना, क्योंकि मुझे आज नहीं चाहिए. I need it after 15 years. Purchasing a home could be a short term goal, because maybe, down the line, next 3 years or, 5 years, I want to buy my dream home. So that could be my short term goal. Or starting a business. Again, that is my short term goal. I want to start it maybe, in the next 6 months or 1 year. So that comes under my short term goal. My child's higher education. Again, it is a long term goal, right? Because now he is in school. He is in 5th standard, 6th standard, right? So he needed maybe, after 8 years or 10 years. So that is my long term goal, right? Now, buying my dream car within a year or going for a family vacation is my short term, right? Planning for my son's marriage is my long term goal, because abhi time hai, right? But yes, if your child is, say, 12th standard and then you are planning for a higher education, then that becomes a short term goal for you, because you only have another 2 years, 3 years. If your son is, you know, uh, into job, you're planning for the marriage, again, it is going to be a short term. So it depends, and say, suppose you are in 50, 55, and then you are planning for your retirement. Again, it comes under a short term. So that is why we say, financial planning is completely unique and different for each person, because every person's goal is different. Every person's age, the kind of corpus they want to create is completely different. So that is why we say that there is no specific formula for this, right? So setting up financial goals helps you to determine, clearly, what you want, how much you want, when you want, right? So जब ये सारी चीजें clear होती है, you're very focused. And when you achieve the small goals now, short-term goals. Say, suppose I say that I want to create a corpus of, 5 lakh rupees for my family vacation within the next 1 year. And if I'm able to create it, I go for that vacation and I come back so that my goal is achieved, right? And that gives me a motivation. Okay, when I can create 5 lakhs within a year, I'll be able to do it. That gives me a lot of confidence. right? So creating and setting up clear financial goals is very, very important. That should be the first step, baby step जो होता है ना. So it is the first step towards creating wealth. Now the second is equally very important, that is develop a budget. No matter whatever you earn, how much ever you earn, you need to create a comprehensive budget, because that helps you to track your income, your expenses, your savings, right? क्योंकि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि what is your inflow, what is your outflow, right? आप बजट ही नहीं रखेंगे, end of the month you don't know how much you are spending, what is your inflow, and पता चलता है कि last 5-6 days you are struggling because there is no money left in your account, right? So creating a proper budget, every headwise, I'll have this much of budget for my groceries. I'll have this much of budget for my utility bills. I'll have this much of budget for my savings. हर चीज का आपको करना पड़ेगा, right? Now, the best way to track your expenses or your inflows, setting up a budget, is maintain an Excel sheet. When you do that, when you note down what is your income, how much you have earned the entire month, how much you have spent, what is your savings, you will have a clear picture. You will have the clarity, right? Then with this amount, you can plan for your future. कि आगे जाके how much I need to create a corpus so that I maintain the same lifestyle. Especially for the retirement planning, this is very important that you track your budget. You know how much you're spending. You know how much you're able to save so that वो corpus create हो, right? Because end of the day, whatever we are planning for is dependent on our current income, right? And अगर हमें पता ही नहीं रहेगा what is our current income या what is our current expenses, हम future की planning कैसे करें, right? Because बहुत लोगों को हम सुनते रहते हैं, right? अरे पता ही नहीं इतने पैसे तो आते हैं, because what is your salary. Say suppose 2 lakhs rupees मेरा salary, I'm getting 2 lakhs rupees, लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं मेरे पैसे कहाँ चले जा रहे. End of the month there is nothing left. That means what? I'm not able to track my expenses. I don't know where my money is going. आप बताओ ना, आपका छोटा बच्चा है, and if you don't know वो बच्चा रोज कहाँ जा रहा है, कहाँ आ रहा है, किससे मिल रहा है, do you think that you will be able to create that kind of bonding with the child? No, right? Because you don't know, you're not caring about it, right? And when you're not caring about the child, do you think the bonding will be there? No, right? Similar thing with the money. And this is the psychology of money. If you're not able to track your money, the money will not stay with you, right? So proper tracking, creating a budget will help you, clear picture of your financial situation and help you to identify the areas where you need to cut on unnecessary expenses and increase savings. कई बार ऐसे होता है ना, बस पॉकेट में है, मार्केट गए, वी बॉट समथिंग, उस समय वी फील दैट ओ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, चाहिए ही चाहिए एकदम से. बट मे बी लेटर ऑन व्हेन वी कम बैक होम या कुछ दिन के बाद वो चीज वैसे ही पड़ा रहता है एंड यू फील लाइक अरे ये तो मुझे अब नहीं चाहिए. So it has always been said the best way to do is the things which you bought and you're not using since last 6 months is wastage for you. So think about it. Do you really need it? Do you really need it at this point of time? How long you're going to use it? If you do a small analysis of these things, you can save a lot. You can cut a lot of unnecessary expenses, right? Especially when it comes to clothes, when it comes to, the accessories. रहता है हमारे पास, ऐसे थोड़ी कि हमारे पास कपड़े ही नहीं होते। जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है तो हम खरीदते हैं, राइट? फिर क्या होता है, हम रोज रोज थोड़ी उसी कपड़े को पहनते हैं। बट यस, व्हेन इट इज एन ओकेजन, व्हेन देयर इज अ फैमिली फंक्शन, देन वी आर बाइंग द क्लोथ्स, दैट्स ओके। कि चलो मुझे जरूरत है, मेरे पास इस तरह के एथनिक वेयर नहीं है, तो आई एम गोइंग एंड बाइंग इट, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट, राइट? व्हेन इट कम्स टू वॉच, अभी मैं अगर 1,000 रुपए की घड़ी लेती हूँ, तब भी वो मुझे वही टाइम दिखाएगा। इफ आई एम गोइंग टू बाई अ लाख रुपी का घड़ी, वहां भी वो वही दिखाएगा। टाइम देखने से मतलब है, व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ द वॉच? इज टू शो यू द टाइम। तो जब हम 1,000 रुपए में कर सकते हैं, व्हाई शुड आई गो एंड बाई अ लाख रुपी का घड़ी, राइट? मोबाइल फोन, अभी मैं वन प्लस ले लूं, सैमसंग ले लूं या एप्पल ले लूं, द पर्पस इज talking, the purpose is messaging, be in connection with the people, that's it. तो जब मुझे 10,000 15,000 में वो काम हो रहा है, when my purpose is getting solved, why should I go and invest a lakh rupee in Apple phone? So these are the areas, small things. 5 मिनट का रास्ता है, I can take a walk, maybe I'll take 2 minutes extra, rather than taking an auto rickshaw and paying him, 20 bucks or 50 bucks. I'm going on a vacation. It's a complete vacation. I have time, enough time to travel by train. Why should I take a flight? Right. So ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जहां हम, if we give a second thought, definitely you will be able to save a lot of money, right? So this is how you need to create your budget. You need to focus on creating your budget. You can cut definitely. एक महीना आप करके देखिए. Just note down where your money is going, where you're spending, and just take a review after that month gets over. फिर आपको पता चलेगा ना, उसमें 30 to 40% जो एक्सपेंसेस है ना, वो अननेसेसरी की, जरूरत ही नहीं था करने की, राइट? सो दैट इज हाउ यू कैन, एंड आप अगर ट्रैक ही नहीं रखेंगे तो यू वोंट इवन नो, अभी आपके दिमाग में कितना याद रहेगा? आज भले लगेगा कि हाँ ये चीज तो मुझे याद, but after 10 days you will not be able to recall. So it is always better to maintain a record, not only your expenses but also your income. Both are equally important. If you have multiple sources of income, you should maintain. Definitely you should maintain, right? Then the third one is save and invest wisely, right? Now again, when we talk about save and invest, हम सिर्फ सेविंग तक रह जाते हैं. डू यू थिंक कि पैसे सिर्फ पिगी बैंक में रहे, या आपका अलमारी में रहे, या आपकी किचन के डब्बे में रहे, इट्स गोइंग टू ग्रो? नो. So if you want to make your money work for you, then you need to invest your money. Making savings a priority by allocating a portion of your income to savings and investments, right? So there's a very, very famous saying by Mr. Warren Buffett, that is, save before you spend, right? हम क्या करते हैं, 100 रुपए मिल गया, अब इसमें से हम खर्च कर दिए, 5 रुपए बच गया, उसको हम सेव करते हैं. What he mean to say is, if you are earning 100 rupees, take out the 10 rupees, उसको आप invest कर दो, and think that you have only earned 90 rupees. That's it. You just have to do that. Start saving a minimum of 5 to 10% of your income. That should be the minimum. बाकी तो how much ever you want to go for, that would be great. Right. Building an emergency fund. Again, this is also very, very important to cover unexpected expenses and then consider various investments options to grow your wealth one time. Right. So emergency fund. अभी हम सारे पैसे को ऐसे जगह पे डाल दिए which is having a lock-in of 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. तो क्या फायदा? If there is an emergency, what do I do? फिर क्या करते हैं हम? उधार लेते हैं, लोन लेते हैं, right? We go for a personal loan or we take money from friends, relatives. फिर वहां पे क्या होता है? फिर आपका एक तरफ तो सेविंग्स हो रहा है, but the other side, the debt is increasing. So what is the use? फिर आपका wealth कहाँ create हो रहा है? Right? So whenever you are investing, you should plan it in such a way that everything is taken care of. Right? There is an emergency fund, there is a short term, and then there is a long term, depending on your goal. तो बहुत लोग क्या है ना, ये इमरजेंसी फंड के बारे में सोचते नहीं, एंड दैट इज हाउ फिर उनका डेथ्स बढ़ने लगता है. राइट. So it is very, very important when it comes to investments. You need to do a proper diversification of your investments. You need to do a proper asset allocation. Right. The next one is live below your means.
क्या था last one?
Live below your means.
क्या
मतलब avoid lifestyle inflation and resist the temptation to spend excessively on your as your income increases. Say suppose I am earning 1 lakh rupees and today my expense is 60,000. Tomorrow I get an increment and my salary becomes 1.20. What do I do? Instead of maintaining the same kind of lifestyle, मेरे दिमाग में आता है, अरे चलो अभी तो 20,000 मेरा सैलरी बढ़ गया, तो लेट मी गो एंड टेक अ लिटिल बिगर हाउस देन व्हाट आई हैव राइट नाउ. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? आई एम नॉट प्लानिंग अबाउट सेविंग माई एक्स्ट्रा मनी. आई एम प्लानिंग टू स्पेंड माई एक्स्ट्रा मनी. राइट. चलो आज बाइक में है, तो लेट मी बाई अ कार बिकॉज नाउ आई एम एबल टू पे द TMI. राइट. बोनस आने वाला है, तो चलो हम ये कर लेते हैं, वेकेशन पे चले जाते हैं, या यू नो कुछ भी हम खरीद लेते हैं, ब्रांडेड शूज ले लेते हैं या ब्रांडेड कपड़े ले लेते हैं. राइट. इससे क्या होगा? इट्स लाइक वो जो इंक्रीमेंट आ रहा है उसको आप बराबर स्पेंडिंग के लिए प्लान कर रहे. इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग दैट, maintain that same kind of lifestyle and increase your savings, increase your investments. उससे क्या होगा? You will be able to achieve your goal much faster than your desired time. Right. Another thing is you will be able to save more. कल तक if I am able to save only 40,000 rupees, I can add this extra 20,000 and I can save 60,000 a month. Now, just adding 20,000, if you calculate, you will not be able to believe how much corpus you will be able to create and how soon that will save you at least 2 years of your, retirement planning. जो goal आपको 15 years बाद achieve करना है, maybe you will be able to achieve it within 12 years or 13 years.
लास्ट क्या था, क्या बोल रहे थे? टू क्रिएट कार्पस.
मैं कह रही हूँ, in my current salary of 1 lakh rupees, when I'm allotting my 40,000 as a savings, 60,000 मेरा expense है, 40,000 मेरा savings है, उसमें से मैं 10,000 rupees मेरा retirement के लिए allocate किया है, which is going to be say next 10 years, 15 years और 20 years के बाद में मुझे चाहिए होगा. If I'm able to add on this 20,000 instead of spending, if I'm putting it in investments, मान लीजिए उसमें से 5,000 और हम add कर देते हैं for my retirement. Do you think I'll have to take 15 years to achieve? No. जब मेरे पैसे मैं बढ़ा रही हूँ तो मेरा टेन्योर भी कम होगा ना. जो कॉर्पस मुझे 15 years लगेगा क्रिएट करने में, if I'm increasing my investments, maybe that I'll take only 12 years or 13 years to reach that corpus. ये मैं कह रही. You're getting it?
Yes.
So that is how we need to plan it. ये नहीं कि मेरा इनकम बढ़ रहा है तो I'll start spending more. No, I'll focus more on investing more, saving more. Maybe कल तक मेरे पास इमरजेंसी फंड नहीं था, but today I can create an emergency fund. So I'll do that. Right? So that is how you need to maintain your lifestyle, and you can increase your investments rather than expenses. Right? Now, the next one is diversify your income. As I said earlier, do not put all the eggs in the one basket. Right? Just because the market is good, you're going to go and invest all the money in the market. Tomorrow, what will happen if the market comes down? You will lose all your money. Right? So it is very, very important that you diversify your income, right? You can look for opportunities to diversify your sources of income. This is applicable for both your investments as well as your income, right? Whatever you're earning. It could be that, you're a salaried person. तो आपके पास आप 10 to 6 काम कर लिए, you're coming back home at 6. Still, you can take out 2 hours where you can do some extra work, you can make some extra money, you can create another sources of income, right? In general, apart from your salary, if you are investing, then your rent could be your one source of income. अगर आपके पास खुद का 2 घर है, एक में आप रह रहे हैं, the other one you have put it on rent. So whatever rent you are earning is a income. You have invested in shares, you're getting dividend, you're getting bonus. That is your income. Any kind of business, you're running a chota sa grocery shop, that is your income, right? So it is important that you create multiple sources of income. According to the law, you should have at least 7 sources of income, right? So you can create, what are the other options? You can create affiliate marketing. Just आपको लोगों को जोड़ना है. नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग, रेफरल्स आज के डेट में बहुत सारे होते हैं. If you are associated with a mentor, you are referring their course or their product to somebody, you can make money out of it, right? 10%, 20%. You yourself can become a financial advisor by doing some trainings, right? So that could be one source of, income. And at one, after a point of time, that income could become your passive income. अगर आपका AUM 10 करोड़ 20 करोड़ हो गया है, देन तो फिर वो आपको पैसिव इनकम भी देना स्टार्ट करेगा, राइट? इफ यू आर इनटू अ टीचिंग प्रोफेशन, इवनिंग आवर्स में यू कैन टेक सम एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस, देन यू कैन मेक मनी. आजकल इतने ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है. कैन बिकम अ फ्रीलांसिंग कंसल्टेंट, So बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. So you have to manage your time. You have to think about, okay, Monday to Friday I'm into job, Saturday, Sunday I'm available. Instead of just wasting my time watching Netflix या टीवी देख के सारा दिन मैं गुजारूं, सो के सारा दिन मैं गुजारूं, I can utilize that time. I don't say कि whole day, but at least you can pull out 2 hours, 3 hours, and you can get into some other job or anything you do, whatever you like, and then you can create another sources of income for yourself, for your family, right? अब आपका income बढ़ेगा तो again वही है कि you can invest more, you can save more, and you can achieve your financial goals much earlier than your decided year, right? So diversifying your income can help you to protect from the financial uncertainties and accelerate your wealth building efforts, right? लाइक पैंडेमिक में हमने देखा सडनली बहुत सारे लोगों की जॉब चली गई, बहुत सारे फैक्ट्रीज बंद हो गए थे. अब उनकी हालत क्यों इतना खराब हुआ? बिकॉज दे ओनली हैड वन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम. अगर मल्टीपल सोर्सेस है, आई विल नॉट माइंड टुमारो इफ माई जॉब इज गॉन, बिकॉज आई हैव अ बैकअप, आई हैव अदर सोर्सेस ऑफ इनकम, सो दैट विल नॉट अफेक्ट माई लाइफ स्टाइल. डे टू डे का एक्सपेंसेस के लिए वो सही है. That will take care. I don't have to worry about it. So जब वो uncertainties आती है ना लाइफ में, the first and the foremost area which gets affected is the finance, right? So when you create multiple sources of income, that helps you to take care of your basic needs, right? So it is always important to create multiple sources of income. Another most important thing is continuous learning, right? Invest in your knowledge and skills by continuously learning about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Whichever field you are, never mind, but you should keep yourself upgraded. ये थोड़ी होता है कि मैंने 20 साल पहले MBA कर लिया तो that is done for me. 20 साल पहले का and आज का, there's a huge difference, right? So it is always important, whichever field you are, be it doctor, be it engineer, be it a teacher, whoever it is, whichever profession you are into. But upgrading yourself is very, very important, right? So investing in your knowledge and skills is never an expense, right? It will always be considered as your investment. So that is why we say that invest in your knowledge. We never say spend in your knowledge, right? Because this is an investment. Aj say, suppose for example, I'm into finance. If I'm doing MBA, I'm getting say 1 lakh rupees. But tomorrow when I complete my CFP, right, there is a chance that I can make 2 lakhs a month or 3 lakhs a month, right? So what am I doing? By investing into CFP, I am increasing my chance of earning more, right? So this will always be considered as an investment but not spending.
Yes, CFP क्या है?
Certified financial planner, whatever. I'm just giving you an example, right? So you need to be regularly updating yourself, whichever field you are. You know, आपकी स्पेशलाइजेशन क्या है उसमें लेटेस्ट, whatever has come, because technology is improving day by day. हम 5 साल पहले जो पढ़े वो तो अब पुराना हो गया. Now there are a lot of new things which has come, right? So learning is a continuous process and you need to be there. अभी हम बोलेंगे हाँ मैंने तो पढ़ लिया ना, मेरा पढ़ाई खत्म हो गया, अब मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ना है, नहीं हो सकता. इट्स लाइक जब हमारे पास वो वाले फोन थे, मोबाइल फोन तो था ही नहीं, राइट? 20 years back, we got that keypad wala phone. Then we switched to smartphones, right? अभी smartphones में भी, if you just recall, starting में किस level का smartphone था? And what is it now? Upgraded version, right? Starting में आप क्या पहनते थे? Simple traditional wears. फिर धीरे धीरे बढ़ने लगा, फैशंस चेंज होने लगा, right? Now we wear suits and blazers. So we are upgrading ourselves there. So don't you think that it is equally important to upgrade our knowledge also, right? It's very, very important. जिस दिन हम learning बंद करेंगे, आप समझ लो उस दिन, you know, you're stopping yourself from growing, right? So it is very, very important that you need to have a continuous learning, right? Another important point is manage your debt wisely. Minimize your debt as far as possible. जितना कम आपका डेट रहेगा उतना इजी आपका लाइफ रहेगा, राइट? अगर है डेट, ट्राई एंड पे ऑफ जो सबसे हाईएस्ट इंटरेस्ट ले रहा है, लाइक पर्सनल लोन इज द हाईएस्ट इंटरेस्ट, क्रेडिट कार्ड योर हाईएस्ट इंटरेस्ट, है ना? ये सारे खत्म करना है. कार लोन्स, there are few which are good debts, like student loan or an educational loan is a very good one. ठीक है. Then
उसमें भी इंटरेस्ट 11% लगता है.
इंटरेस्ट तो लगता ही है. द ओनली एडवांटेज इज आपको इंस्टेंट पे नहीं करना है, राइट? योर ईएमआई स्टार्ट्स व्हेन योर चाइल्ड इज एम्प्लॉयड. ठीक है. सो दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ गुड डेट. So you need to, segregate between what is good, what is not, right? And see, again, it is a matter of discipline. Again, it is a matter of maintaining your inflows and outflows. Again, it is into, diversifying your investments so that everything is being taken care of. जब आप इस तरह का financial planning कर लोगे, do you ever think that you need to actually go and take a loan? No, because I'm already prepared for that and I'm ready with it. Don't have to go for a loan. अगर हम लोन ही नहीं लेंगे तो मेरा तो डेट ही नहीं रहेगा ना. So what is better? Right? So we need to manage our debt very wisely so that jitna, if I'm taking a home loan 15 years का, and as the time passes my salary is getting increased, मैं फटाफट additional देके जो EMI जा रहा है, but additional EMI भी pay करके, if I'm able to close that loan within 5 years, don't you think that is very good? तो इस तरह से छोटी छोटी चीजों को हमें प्लान करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू रिड्यूस द डेट सो दैट वी आर एबल टू लीड अ लाइफ इजीली, राइट? अगर हम वो करने के बजाय और लोन और लोन और लोन लेते रहेंगे तो फिर तो मेरा डेट बढ़ रहा है ना. So it's very, very important that you manage your debt very wisely, right? And the next one is network and collaborate.
क्या था? नेटवर्क.
Network and collaborate. So we need to remember that, competition का जमाना खत्म when it comes to business, when it comes to, right? Your network is very, very important. It's very important that with what kind of people you're collaborating. Do they have like-minded mindsets? They are there in your contact to help you to achieve your goals, or they are there to demotivate you? That is very important. So surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your goals and ambitions. The person is there to motivate you, to help you to reach your goals, right? Build a strong network of contacts who can provide guidance, support, and potential business opportunities, right? Collaborating with others can lead you to new ventures and faster wealth creation, right? If you're joining a BNI club, you're joining a Rotary club, you're joining a Lions club. Why? Because environment matters a lot, right? Your average net worth will be what you have the first 5 people. It will be of that. अगर आपके आसपास के 5 लोग ऐसे हैं जिनकी डेट बहुत ज्यादा है, तो you will become the 6th one. If you are with the like-minded people who are always there to encourage you, to motivate you to achieve your goals, you will be able to achieve it faster. You will always be motivated. If you are among the people who says कि share market अच्छी बात नहीं है, share market अच्छी बात नहीं, you will never go and invest, right? Always remember that उनकी चीज अलग है, आपका चीज अलग है, right? That they may be saying because of their own experience. And always remember, system never fails. It is a person who fails, right? To have a very healthy network, just be mindful about what kind of people you're around. रोज जिनके साथ आप उठना बैठना कर रहे हो, या your staffs, your subordinates, everyone should have a same kind of mindset. Then only you will be able to achieve your goal. बड़े बड़े कंपनीज में जब गोल सेटिंग किया जाता है ना, they feed that to the employees. This should be your goal. Every day you should work towards this goal. You should practice affirmation for that goal, so that everyone has the same kind of mindset and everyone is working towards that one particular goal and it is being achieved, right? So your network is very, very important. And collaboration. आज का जमाना कंपटीशन का नहीं है. If two people are into the same business, they should come together and look into it, because एक का जो प्लस होगा दूसरे का माइनस होगा, right? So they should take advantage and come together, collaborate, so that maybe you get a new idea and you start a new venture and your another source of income has started, right? So never ever have the competitive mindset. Always have the collaborating mindset. If two different people come, say suppose uh, there are two teachers, one who teaches English, there is one who teaches maths. So how they can do it? Instead of promoting individually, हाँ मैं सिर्फ English पढ़ा सकती हूँ. So when a child comes to like आप maths कर सकते हो, तो when they are together, they can say, yes, I have a teacher who teaches maths. But when I'm not collaborating with the other person, so I'll have to say no to the child, right? So if they come together, they collaborate, they can work beautifully. It could be possible that, many students are looking for both maths and English. तो दोनों का काम बन गया ना. That is the beauty of collaborating. Today, I may be just dealing with mutual funds, you may be dealing with insurance. So both of us can come together, create a basket of products, and we can do it. We can sell it, right? So identify that kind of people, collaborate with them so that, you have a higher chance of creating new ventures. And then increasing your income, which will lead you to faster wealth creation, right? Then comes this review and adjust. Now, when I say review, definitely you need to regularly review your financial progress and make adjustments as necessary, right? So you should always assess your investments, your budget, evaluate your strategies, and just see to it how it is working, what is working best for you. You know, 3 months back, market was good, so I was into shares. अब वही चीज, अब मार्केट थोड़ा वोलेटाइल हो रहा है, नीचे गिरने आ रहा है, गिर रहा है. So it is always good for me to book that minimal loss and exit that money, that share. Maybe उस पैसे को हम दूसरी कंपनी में लगाएं जहां which has a potential to grow, right? अगर हम रिव्यू ही नहीं करेंगे, मुझे पता कैसा चलेगा कि मेरा फंड्स कहाँ ग्रो हो रहा है या कौन सा ऐसे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स है जो अटका हुआ है, नहीं चल रहा है, right? Similarly, when it comes to expenses, I need to review my budget also. कल तक जो a packet of milk, a liter of milk which was costing me say 20 rupees, today it is costing me 30-35 rupees. अभी मैं बोलूं मैं सिर्फ 20 rupees ही स्पेंड करूं तो वो नहीं हो सकता है, right? So you need to review both your expense as well as your savings and investments timely. Maybe not every day, but at least once in every quarter, you can do that, right? So that will help you to understand, where you need to make that adjustments. अच्छा, बहुत सारे फिर जब आप review करते हैं, you come to know that there are a lot of, unnecessary expenses we are doing. So maybe the review will help us to cut off those expenses. You will be able to keep track, you know. Then the last one is practice patience and discipline. As I said, wealth creation रातों रात नहीं होता है. It takes a lot of time, right? And it is important to remain patient and disciplined throughout the process. I know that this corpus I can create in next 15 years. So I have to be patient till that 15 years. I need to be persistent with that, right? अगर मैं थक हार के 3 साल बाद छोड़ दूं, अरे यार नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से, do you think I'll be able to achieve the goal? No, I'll never be able to create that corpus, right? So what I need to do is I need to have, be patient and disciplined. Always remember there is no shortcut to creating wealth. है ना? बहुत सारे ऐसे होते हैं, जैसे बिटकॉइंस आया था, क्रिप्टोज आया था. Now also there are lot of affiliate marketing का जो ads वगैरह आते हैं. Within 1 year, a person has made 10 lakhs rupees. ठीक है, ये सब क्या है? Impulsive होता है, you know. हमें लगता है कि हाँ चलो वो बंदे ने कर लिया. Especially it happened with crypto का, you know. Somebody has made money overnight, तो चलो हम और पैसे डाल देते हैं, मैं भी करूं इन्वेस्टमेंट. पता चलता the day when I invested, it has come down. People have lost so much of money, जितने पैसे उन्होंने बनाया नहीं उससे ज्यादा उन्होंने डुबाया. So these are what shortcut, जो हम सोचते हैं ना रातों रात हम रिच हो जाएंगे, कभी नहीं हो सकते. So if you go back and see, जो विन करते हैं, प्राइज मनी, स्पेशली केबीसी हो गया या बिग बॉस हो गए, ये सारे में आप उनके पास जाके देखो ना, आज की डेट में हाउ मेनी यू हैव क्रिएटेड वेल्थ विद दैट मनी. उन्होंने अपनी लाइफस्टाइल बढ़ा लिया, सारा कुछ चेंज कर दिया, बट फिर क्या हुआ, दैट वाज अ टेम्पररी मोमेंट। 1 साल 2 साल के बाद जब वो पैसे खत्म हो गए, दे आर बैक टू जीरो, राइट? Always remember, there is no shortcut to create wealth. It is always a long-term process. You need to be disciplined. You need to be patient. There is no other formula for this, right? And then we should always keep that in mind, that everybody's financial journey is unique and different. And it is essential to tailor these steps to your specific circumstances and risk tolerance. As I said, you know, maybe I'm young, I'm able to take risk, maybe 50-60% of my total investment. But whereas a, a person at the age of 60 might not be able to take that kind of risk, right? So it always differs between the persons to person, right? How much risk I'm able to take, how much I'm able to digest, how much loss I'm able to bear it. So it is always specific and unique for person to person, right? Today, you may be in a situation where you can save, say, 10 lakh rupees a month. But maybe I am in a situation where I can only invest 1 lakh rupee a month. And then there is a huge difference. We cannot compare. Your goal may be different. My goal may be different. No. Your child's marriage could be just in next 2 years or 5 years, whereas my child's marriage may be 10 years, 15 years. So वो कहते हैं ना, आप बता दीजिए जस्ट ऐसे ही, वो नहीं होता। You need to do a proper planning individually. Person to person it varies, right? So the best way is to consult a financial professional who can provide you a personalized financial planning, a personalized guidance for you, right? For me, it could be that I can only take 10% risk. But for you, it could be maybe 30% you can take risk. So I need to do two different financial planning for you and for me. It cannot be the same. I cannot suggest the same kind of uh, planning for you as well as for me, right? So it is always different. Everyone is unique. Everybody's journey is unique. Maybe I want to go to Chennai, you want to go to Bangalore, right? Definitely हम दोनों का रूट अलग होगा, हम दोनों का मोड ऑफ जर्नी अलग होगा, मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट्स अलग होगा, right? So creating wealth is also same. The financial journey is unique for every person, but these are the basic steps. If we follow, if we are disciplined about these things, we will be able to create wealth very soon. Right? So that's it for the day. Thank you so much.